What the devil?
Dave Anderson, what the dizzle?
What is the dizzle? The dizzle is that we need jobs.
So, what is it that you're running for right now?
I'm an independent candidate in Colorado's 5th Congressional District for the seat in Congress.
Okay. Where are you from?
I was born in Flint, Michigan, and I grew up in Detroit. I went to public school and from there had the good fortune to attend Harvard. And there's a joke that one of my college roommates was Al Franken, and one of my business school roommates was George Bush. I've been an independent all my life. Worked both sides of the aisle.
Okay. When I very first met you, I met you with Dist.
That's right.
As a meeting with civic leaders and stuff like that. So you're pretty involved in the community, right?
I've been involved in this community's manufacturing sector for a dozen years. That's the sector that has eroded most seriously here, more seriously than across the country, but we have a very big problem with goods production, and the kinds of jobs that are there are really what has propelled many people, particularly without a college degree, and that's 70% of our population, into the middle class. And as those jobs have gone away, so too have the living standards for too many people.
Right. Okay. So I was looking over your bio and your main objectives while you're running, and that seems to be your main objective is to create jobs in Colorado Springs.
What we say is that we have an economy that's too weak to support values and too structurally unbalanced to sustain a recovery. If we can't have income, if we can't put people to work, all of our society is threatened. And so that is, we used to say, first things first, what we have to work on as the priority. If we can generate income, if we can have economic and national security, a lot of the other things that we're trying to do as a nation will be so much easier.
What are some of the things that you feel are important right now that your potential voters might want to know about?
Well, it's important to understand how sensitive I am to the fact that, in particular, people of color have far higher unemployment rates than any other sector in the economy. And recognizing, too, that the unemployment rates for people who do not have a college degree are astronomically high. If we can, and we must, restore our manufacturing base, our goods production base, many of those people can have a chance to step up the economic ladder and stay there instead of continuing, as has been the case in the last 20 years, to slide down.
Okay.
We are, as a people today, Americans, a lot less mobile than we ever have been in the past. And the data says, unfortunately, while we used to be a lot more mobile as a society than many countries, today we're nowhere near as mobile as many of the other countries that people criticize.
Okay. So the next question is probably going to be your most important question probably ever. Who is your favorite sports team right now? You're from Detroit. Yeah. So.
Well, if the question goes back to give me a historical option, I would say probably the 1956 to 58 Detroit Lions with Joe
God.
Schmidt and Yale Larry.
Oh God, you might have messed up right there. No Broncos, no Nuggets.
I do like football as a sport, and I often use football as a game in my descriptions for what's going on in our global economy.
That's good.
Here today, for example, I say that our team is on the field, in the global economic field, without protective equipment, and the other guys have lots. They always get to start there and run to score from our 49-yard line, and they always get to score. And our team starts from the 1. They get 3 and they're out. The officials are looking the other way. Our problem in economic competition globally is that we're not treating it like that football game. And we're not doing the kinds of things that we expect sports coaches to do, which is to come up with a game plan and match up to the strengths and weaknesses of our opponents. And if we can do that, we can win, as long as we can stay free. But if we can't do that and don't, as we haven't been, we won't be free.
All right.
That fragile economy is my concern. The economy is where it starts, and that would be the dizzle.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.